Welcome to MattCast. I'm Matt. This is part of a 4-part series on interacting with Luna. Luna is a server inside of the Mines campus that the CSCI 445 class is using to do some web programming on. In this video, I'm going to show you how to SSH into the box from outside of the campus, and also how to tunnel your traffic to that server from outside of the campus. If you're on Windows, you're going to want to get PuTTY. I'll talk about how you would do this in Linux and Mac in a second. When you start up PuTTY, you'll see this window. In hostname, you're going to want to type your username, -mbuland, followed by an @sign, then the server that you're trying to connect to. If you're outside of the Mines campus, you first want to connect to Imagine. Leave the default port, make sure your connection type is SSH. Also, if you would like to connect to Imagine later and not have to type all of that in, you can save the session. Let's call it Imagine. Make sure you hit save. Later, when you start up PuTTY, you can select this session and then load it, or you can double click on it to start the connection. Type in your password. If this is the first time you've ever connected to Imagine from this computer, you will see a dialog pop up talking about the authenticity. Hit yes. This is a measure to make sure that boxes that you're connecting to are the box that they say they are. If you have already connected to Imagine before on this computer, and you know that you've already connected to it and the authenticity was already set, but it tells you that it's not verified yet, that there could be a problem or something has changed on Imagine. So now that we're SSH into Imagine, we need to connect to Luna. If you're on Linux or Mac, this is where you may start. You start up a terminal, and then you'll have a command line interface, similar to what you have on Imagine. So we want to use the SSH command. If you're on your own Linux or Mac computer, you'll want to type in your username at the destination. If you're inside of the Mines campus or on Imagine, we can simply type Luna to connect to Luna. The format of this username and destination is the exact same that PuTTY uses, as well as Linux, Mac, and other SSH connections. So from Imagine, we're going to SSH into Luna. If I have already logged into a Linux computer inside of the Mines campus, I don't have to type in my username. If you're in allo mode and you want to SSH into Luna, all you have to do is SSH Luna. If this is the first time you've connected to Luna, you will see a statement about authenticity. Go ahead and hit yes. So now we're SSH into a Luna and we have a command line interface on Luna. If you want to clear your screen, you can hit Ctrl L or run the clear command. This will take any junk that is on your screen and then hide it. However, if you scroll up, you can still see all of the history. It's just a shortcut to clean things up. When you start off, you will be in your home directory. You may have nothing in there. I have a few things already there. In your home directory, you can put essentially whatever you want, so long as you're below the disk quota. You may want to put backups or development snapshots of whatever website you're working on here. On Luna, everything is set up. On Luna, the Apache web server is set up to serve from a specific directory. That directory is /srv/csci445 fall 2014. Some simple command line utilities that you may want to know about are ls and cd. ls allows you to list the contents of a directory. If I pass it no arguments, it tells me the contents of my current directory. If I give it a path as an argument, it tells me the contents of that directory. cd works in a similar fashion. If I just type cd, it'll take me to my home directory. If I do cd tilde, it also takes me to my home directory, but I can reference anything inside of my home directory with tilde. Also know about tab complete. If you know that a specific folder, such as Git repos, starts in a certain way, you can type the minimum amount that identifies it, then hit Tab to have it type the rest for you. Or, if you have conflicts, such as console, typing Tab will finish as much as it can with no conflicts, but it won't finish everything. Hit Tab to show all of the possible matches. Then, from there, you can type the next character, completing your match. You may often want to cd into the directory that all of our files are going to be served from. Later, once teams are set up, inside of the Fall 2014 directory, there will be a folder for each team, as well as a folder for the instructor. Currently, the only thing that matters in here is the index. This index is a simple page that is merely to identify that this is the correct website. So if you're inside of the Mines campus, you can directly see the Luna server. But if you're outside of the Mines campus, we have to set up a tunnel into the Mines campus to see the Luna server. If you already have an SSH session set up, we can change this on the fly. Right-click on the bar for the window. Not inside of the window, but the bar itself. And then you'll find Change Settings about halfway through. Change Settings allows us to change various things about our connection without stopping the connection. You can change the appearance, behavior, various other things. But what we care about is connection SSH tunnels. We want to set up a tunnel from a local port to a destination. I choose port 8080. You can choose whatever you would like here, but I usually stick with port 8080. Then for our destination, this is a host name followed by a port that is accessible from the place that we have SSH'd into. Imagine. It does not follow the SSH connection all the way to Luna. So, from Imagine, we can reference Luna, port 8080. Due to some security lockdown, Luna is listening on both port 80 and port 8080. Typing just Luna:80 won't work. So, once you have specified your source port and destination, hit Add. As soon as you hit Apply, now we can forward our traffic all the way to Luna. So we set up a local port, port 8080, that is being listened to by PuTTY and will be forwarded to Luna. So we go to localhost :8080. This specifies the port for our connection. As soon as we go to that address, PuTTY picks it up, sends it to Luna, and then pulls it back. This is that index page that's located in the Fall 2014 directory. If there are any folders inside of here, such as your team folder, you can append the /team directory to that URI. Since there are no folders, I can't display this. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned how to SSH into Luna and how to set up SSH port tunnels using PuTTY. On Linux and Mac, port tunneling is a little bit different. In the SSH command, there is a specific flag that you can use to set up that port tunnel just like PuTTY does. So if you noticed, in the tunnel for PuTTY, there's this L here. Well, it turns out that this is very similar to the way that the SSH command does it. SSH has a flag -L. So if we do SSH-L, a local source port, a destination, destination port, followed by normal login, this will do the same port tunneling that I already set up in PuTTY. Thank you for listening.